May I say it authoritatively? You hate Bishop Oyedepo, I hate you. It's not that I'm saying something. It's not that you are saying. It's not that I'm trying to be polite or politically correct. That no, let us speak. Let us be wise. Don't let us. They are human beings. They can make mistakes. Let us also give allowances. Let's be reasonable. I'm not reasonable in this issue. I am not logical. I remain unreasonable to keep my destiny. Absolute loyalty, total loyalty, incontestable loyalty. I will never be against Pastor Matthew. I will never be against Bishop Oyedepo. I will never be against my hotline. I will never ever be against Pastor Oyedepo. I will never be against Dr. Paul Leneche. I will never. Never. I can't say some things publicly. We've engaged in some battles to defend some spiritual fathers. Even this morning, me and Dr. Becky Eneche, I know what we were discussing. Me and Dr. Paul Eneche, I know what we were discussing. Every time with Pastor Ibiome, we do this, we do this, we do this, we do that. Did you see what Pastor Matthew said? Immediately, he released that thing about 2 weeks ago. I quickly put it on my page. He told me instead, he said, I spent over 18 million naira to defend Baba Adeboye, to put it over all outlets, news media. Total loyalty, absolute loyalty, loyalty that endures forever. You are to be a son forever. A slave does not abide in the house forever. People now have ex-spiritual father, ex-church. Like former governor, former president. They now have former spiritual father. Never respect anyone who easily change church. They are spiritual prostitutes, suffering from spiritual gonorrhea, and they transfer spiritual HIV. They are very weak people. If you can just wake up, if you change church, it shouldn't be more than once in 70 years of your life. And the reasons must be very cogent. I was a member of Winners Chapel for 7 years and a pastor for 13 years. I spent 20 years in Winners without stepping at any other church. And Winners released me. Winners is coming to dedicate here tomorrow. Not people that just jump. Anybody, listen, look, leave that church. If your pastor presented somebody as a spiritual father 5 years ago and is no longer following the person, and is preaching another thing and is saying another thing, people are not loyal. People can't pass the test of loyalty. Loyalty is heavy. That is why few people carry it. It's heavy. Loyalty is heavy. It's a test of character. Listen, it's a test of character. It is to be consistently consistent, even when the weather fluctuates. When conditions that you have been told will never change, you remain unchangeable. It is to keep to terms. You think if I want to leave Bishop Oyedepo, I won't have anything to say? I can begin to talk now and say I'm tired. Because they are men of God, they are not God of men. They still have their human side. And their human side doesn't concern me. I can't judge them. There are cases you take to a court. The court will take it and throw it out. The court will tell you, we have no jurisdiction. We don't have the legal power to hear this case. There are a lot of believers today, they delve into issues, as the scripture says, matters that are too weightier for them because they are ignorant and unlearned. You are judging apostolic arrowhead that angels fear. You You are judging people that are highly divinized, that even territorial forces bow. Jesus, I know. Paul, I know. Men that are recognized in the kingdom of darkness as apostolic pillars, generational way makers. People that you pray in their name, God answers. People that you say, the God of Oyedepo, the God of Adeboye, the God of Ibiyome, the God of Komaiya. I'm telling you the truth. Very arrogant generation. And that's why they miss grace. That's why they miss grace. I want you to tell your neighbor, total loyalty. You know what they said? That's number 3. If anyone disobey you, we will kill the person. Absolute defense of your Joshua. Total defense, number 3. Absolute defense. They said, if anyone comes against you, listen, if anyone rebel against you, we will do what? We will kill the person. We will kill the person. Some 2-3 people, they've tried to contaminate me. They've tried to present. One of them was trying to say, what 2 ears you don't hear about some of my spiritual fathers? What? I shut him down. Keep quiet, you son of Belial. And I cut off forever. And the proofs are here. The results speaking. Total defense. A grace you don't sustain can't sustain you. Sacrifice of sustenance. A grace you don't defend can't defend you. That you are defending somebody does not mean it doesn't have flaws. It doesn't mean it doesn't have flaws. Only God is flawless. Only God is flawless. This is how you will follow Joshua to allocate the land to you. Listen, always remember what I'm about to say. Satan will always come in between you and your Joshua. The grace you need most, you are likely to despise most. By satanic manipulation, Satan will just try to come in between to sow seed of disrespect, seed of hatred, seed of, discontinuance. I have been able to pass through all this. I have been able to pass through all this. You can't even make me think otherwise. I don't take a grudge with them. Anything they do that I don't understand, I just say, well, I believe my understanding in this area still needs to grow. Do you know there are people, they call you, you didn't pick. They call you, you didn't pick, they get angry. Till now, I can call Bishop Oyedepo for 3 weeks, he won't pick. Then I will call the PA, he will now call me. There are days for a week, I will call Pastor Biome, he won't pick. Then later, he will call me back. Later, he will call me back. There are people, in fact, they didn't call you, they flash the father. Tell your neighbor, it's a flash. Let me just do as if I called him, because he won't call you back. He won't call you back. Maybe there are other sons he prefers. What makes you not to be preferred? Check yourself. No father just prefers a child. Why are you not preferred? Now waiting you do, we make you no preferred. What did you do that you are not preferred? Because see, people don't check themselves. Have you ever seen a program in Canaan land that I'm not there? Have you ever seen a program in salvation that I'm not there? And I don't mind where I sit. I don't mind where I sit. anyone that rebels against you, you won't kill. There are things, look, there are rebels. It is sons that kill for the father. Anyone that rebels against you, we will kill. Joshua, don't kill. We kill. Look at it. Whoever rebels against your command and does not heed your words in all that you command him shall be put to death. Daddy, only be strong and be courageous. Number 4, be an encouragement to your Joshua. Sir, please be an encouragement. It's a generational task. It's a generational task. It's a generational task. Look, you will write all these exams. Look, IFC last year, I planned it with Pastor Ibiome. We worked out all the modalities. He agreed. He now called me. We were to do it this same date last year. But the one of last year, we moved it forward a week because Pastor Ibiome told me. He told me, he said, Pastor Komaiya, IFC date, I will be out of the country. So, move it a week. Can you imagine a meeting like that? That we have even rolled out 4 sets of invites to honor him. I did it. Then 2 weeks to IFC, I couldn't get him again. I called the PA, I call, no answer. I said, okay, he can do the video if it's not coming to send. Nobody replied me. Until IFC passed. I know some spiritual tongues. The things they will be saying. Is this not what you have been saying? No, you need to know these spiritual fathers. It's money they go for. That's how they are. They don't consider sons. They don't, sir. Humanly speaking, it was so painful, but zero impact on me. And thank God for a godly helpmate. For men that go wrong, check their wife. Because check their wife. Do you know, we finished IFC Wednesday or so. Pastor Ibiome came back on Thursday. I called, he didn't pick. I called the PA now picked. I said, Papa is back. He said he just came back. All the honorarium we would have given him if he had come, or if he had sent video, including all the shoes that some of my sons, I said they should bring from abroad. Everything, tie, all the honor pack. Pastor Esther told me, be on your way to Port Harcourt. Be on your way to Port Harcourt. Tell your neighbor, be on your way to Port Harcourt. Not a woman that will tell you, I just want you to know, I've had enough of this spiritual father, Joshua or Johnson or whatever you people are calling yourself. I think I've had enough. I think I'm through. Please, you know I'm a woman. And I'm just going into the beginning of menopause. I don't want to die. Leave me out of all this, your spiritual. This is, look, you know I'm your wife. Sometimes when I try to tell you things, you don't listen. He said it's your father. You call. He made you to change the date. You know what happened? The date he changed to is the wrong date. He gave me a wrong date by himself. He gave me the date of the conference is the date he will be around. The date he traveled is the date he gave me. Look up. No matter how anointed, we all miscalculate. We all miscalculate. Do you know, for people that are carnally minded, they can even be saying it's intentional. You want to frustrate us? You see, people say a lot of nonsense. Nonsensicals. We just be saying that. Listen to me, oh. I said, I won't call them. I'm coming to Port Harcourt. If I call, they will tell me not to come. I jump into the car. Pastor Esther said, be going, be going. As I was entering Port Harcourt, I called the PA. I said, I'm in Port Harcourt. He said, did you tell Papa you are coming? I said, I don't need to tell Papa. The son doesn't tell the father is coming. The son has come. I'm telling you the truth. Do you know, I got there, I sat down. He wanted to talk. I said, Daddy, please, 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 sir, I don't need an explanation. On this, I don't need an explanation. I don't need an explanation. Don't tell me what happened. Don't tell me how it happened. Don't tell me anything. I've just come to honor you. And I picked everything. I handed it over to him. I handed it over to him. He said, you brought honorarium, you brought everything. When I didn't come and I didn't send video, I said, sir, it's okay. It's in order. He blessed me that he almost cost me. You know, when somebody bless, and had to stop to see, is there the blessing remaining? You need to touch the heart of your Joshua. Sir, when leaders need backup, may sons be there. When fathers need backup, may sons be there. Number what now? Number 5, very importantly, I'm taking everything from this scripture. You must love your Joshua from the depth of your heart. You must love, you see, you must love your Joshua. Tell your neighbor, you must love your Joshua. I love Pastor David Oyedepo, Bishop David Oyedepo. I love Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo, Bishop David, Dr. Tabil. I love Dr. Mike Murdoch. I've gone to see Dr. Mike how many times? We speak intimately. 3 days ago, he still communicated with me and explained some things to me. That this is it. Listen to me. You must love your Joshua. This is how to maximize this relationship. Genuine love from your heart. You wish him well. You pray for him and her. Look, genuine love from your heart. Genuine love. Somebody scream with me, genuine love. I'm not hearing you scream it authoritatively. Can you scream it authoritatively? You know, perfect love casts out fear. If you love somebody perfectly, listen, love covers multitude of sins. If you constantly see the errors of your upline, you don't love. If you constantly see their mistake, something is wrong. Because anything you want to see, you will see. Somebody repeats after me, I love my Joshua. You better say it authoritatively. That's why any word they release on me, answer. Everything happening here, it can only be the hand of God, sir. Apostolic declarations over me that has been fulfilled and is still being fulfilled, and is the dawning of a new day and the beginning of a new visitation.